Welcome to the Ultimate Triangle Showdown. Holly Springs versus Fuquay Varina. Two booming towns in southern Wake County, just minutes apart, but each with a personality all its own.
Today we are battling it out. We're going to see which one is the better choice if you're thinking about moving to our area. We're going to cover things like history, lifestyle, housing costs, schools, and what's coming down the road.
Here's the best part. There's no wrong answer because both towns are so amazing.
But you do have to pick the one that's right for you, and we're here to make our case for the towns.
Yeah, for our towns.
For our town.
I'm Team Holly Springs, where we purchased our first home in North Carolina 18 years ago.
I've lived in Fuquay Varina for the last 6 years, and I will tell anyone who will listen how great it is here. And
Holly Springs got its start back in the early 1800s, built around a natural spring surrounded by holly trees. That spring gave the town its name, and over time, a little crossroads community grew into the Holly Springs we know and love today. Like a lot of towns, it struggled after the Civil War, but in recent decades, it's become one of the most desirable suburbs of Raleigh, known for careful planning, new amenities, and strong neighborhoods.
So Fuquay Varina has a pretty cool origin story too. Back in the 1850s, people discovered a mineral spring here that they believed had healing powers, and visitors flocked to the area for its medicinal waters, and that kicked off Fuquay Springs. Meanwhile, another community nearby called Varina was thriving thanks to the railroad, and the two towns merged in the 60s, which is why today you get two downtowns, two historic districts, a hyphenated town name, and a lot of character you won't find anywhere else. And if you're from around here, we just refer to the area as Fuquay.
Yeah, or the Quay.
The Quay.
So Holly Springs has that reinvented, up-and-coming story, like a town that's rebuilt itself into a polished, modern place to live.
And, you know, Fuquay's got that quirky, historic charm that really gives it personality.
Holly Springs is all about lifestyle. Take Bass Lake Park, 50 acres of water for fishing, boating, kayaking, and walking trails, and a nature center. Families love spending weekends there. And then there's Ting Park, home to the Holly Springs Salamanders baseball team in the summers, plus soccer fields, tennis courts, and even concerts. The Cultural Center downtown hosts theater, art, and music. And speaking of downtown, it's growing so fast with projects like Overlook on Main bringing new shops, apartments, and walkability.
Yeah, and Fuquay has lifestyle in spades too, but it feels a little more organic, having that hometown charm. Our two downtowns mean double the restaurants, coffee shops, boutiques, and the brewery scene. It's really booming here. Aviator Brewing is one of the best known in the state, plus we've got the Mason Jar Lager Company and several others. On the family side, South Park has a splash pad, playgrounds, and community events all summer long. And let's not forget about Mineral Spring Park, where you can still see and taste the water that put Fuquay on the map.
Yeah. Holly Springs also has a growing farmers market, beautiful greenways, and less congestion than you'll find in Fuquay's busy downtown.
True, but Fuquay's vibrancy, that live music, festivals, two thriving main streets, that's what draws people in. It feels like home.
All right, y'all, here's where Holly Springs really shines. The median home price is around $550,000 to $580,000. Yes, that's a bit higher, but buyers are getting newer construction, master plan communities, and high resale value as well. Homes will hold their worth and the market stays strong even when things cool off elsewhere. It's one of the safest bets in Wake County for long-term equity.
Well, here's where Fuquay wins. Our median prices sit closer to $450,000 to $490,000, which means your dollar stretches farther. You want a bigger yard, a bigger home, more space in between neighbors. You're going to find that here, often at a lower monthly payment. And with Fuquay being ranked one of the hottest zip codes in the U.S. for real estate, the appreciation potential here is massive.
But paying a little more in Holly Springs means you're buying into a market that's already proven its strength. Inventory is tight, demand is high, and buyers know their home will continue to appreciate steadily.
And in Fuquay, you can still get in before prices climb as high as Holly Springs. Think of it as getting in on the ground floor of a booming investment. And booming it is. You'll see new residential construction going up, as well as commercial shopping, retail, and dining coming to life everywhere you look here. Y'all, we're even getting a Target, and it's being built right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Holly Springs is a favorite for families. We've got highly rated schools, tons of greenways that connect family neighborhoods, and family-focused events like Holly Fest that bring the whole community together. Parents love how safe and organized the town feels, and kids have plenty of outlets between sports, arts, and parks.
You know, Fuquay is family friendly too, but in a slightly different way. Yes, we've got strong Wake County schools, but we also offer bigger backyards and neighborhoods where kids ride bikes until sunset. Families love the balance of affordability and community, Friday night football, weekend farmers markets, and those small town traditions that make a place feel like home.
Holly Springs also gives families peace of mind with newer infrastructure, carefully designed neighborhoods, and easy access to Raleigh and Cary for work or really anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, and Fuquay gives families space to spread out without that higher price tag. And for many buyers, that's what really makes a difference right now.
Holly Springs is building toward a smart, connected future. We're seeing new mixed-use downtown developments, biotech companies bringing jobs closer to home, and continued investment in things like parks and greenways. It's a town that's planning ahead, not just reacting to growth.
And Fuquay Varina is one of the fastest growing towns in Wake County. The population is booming, new businesses are setting up shop, and we've got available land for even more development coming. And the town is really positioning itself not just as a suburb, but as a destination with its own identity.
Growth is great, Sam, but without careful planning, it can cause traffic and overcrowding. Holly Springs has already proven it can manage growth while protecting quality of life.
Well, I'd say Fuquay's got the momentum. People are flocking here because they see the opportunity and the energy, and traffic, well, that's just a cost of development and convenience, I guess.
Y'all, Holly Springs is polished, convenient, and proven. If you want excellent schools, stable home values, and a modern suburban lifestyle, Holly Springs is hard to beat.
That's true, Becky, but Fuquay is authentic, slightly more affordable, and on the rise. If you want more house for your money, a thriving community vibe, and huge growth potential, this is the place to be.
Both towns really are fantastic options near Raleigh. It just depends on whether you value polish and proven stability,
or character and exciting growth. And whichever side you choose will help you find the perfect home.